Today I'm opening up a Laserdisc lot that I got from eBay. It's just a few Laserdiscs, but I'll talk about each one and tell you a little bit about why I've been getting into Laserdiscs more lately. So I'll open this one up. Flo may or may not stay with me, and I'll talk about what I have in here. So let's get into it. What's up, physical media fans? So I have more Laserdiscs today, kind of a follow-up to my video that I made last week of what Laserdiscs are and kind of how to work them and whatnot. But I've been in a very Laserdisc type mood lately because I have plenty of DVDs right now. Flo, come on. Come on. Okay, you're going in your crate? Go in your crate. So Flo's with me, obviously. It's a little later than I usually make these, so she's kind of, I think she's a little confused. She's usually in bed by now. But, so I've been into Laserdisc lately because I have plenty of DVDs, both in my personal collection and a waiting listing on eBay. I have plenty of VHSs for now. I could use more Blu-rays and 4K and so on and so forth, but I really love Laserdisc. I love holding them. I love the size of them. They're just so, comically large for what we expect a disc of that type to look like, like a CD or a DVD. So I've bought a couple of lots. Those are the ones I'm expecting to come in. This is the first one to come in. So let's get into it. It is obviously shipped in a dartboard box, which hopefully that's clever and not a bad idea. Not even sure where to start on here. So Laserdiscs are, as I mentioned in my last video, just under 12 inches. They're like 11.88 or something like that. So finding an appropriate box for these can be a little bit of a challenge since they're somewhat big and very skinny. This is a lot of 3 Laserdiscs. Really hate styrofoam little pieces that get all over the place. So they packed it with plastic grocery bags, some little bits of styrofoam, and then a box within a box. When I ship mine out, I have dedicated boxes for Laserdiscs. They're actually LP or Laserdisc boxes, but I bought them specifically knowing that I was going to be shipping out Laserdiscs. So I got those. I got 12-inch cardboard inserts to pack into the boxes so that they don't wiggle around in there. I just feel like that's a nice way to go. Now this, I'm not trying to besmirch the good name of this seller. They might not really be into Laserdisc. Laserdiscs show up at garage sales, thrift stores, and so on and so forth. So this could just be an eBayer who saw these and thought, oh, somebody might want these. It's a lot of 3 thrillers, and they may have picked those up for that reason and thought like, oh, there's a theme. They're thrillers. Somebody might want to collect these things. I think they're collectible. There is a small, group of Laserdisc collectors. So these things do sell. I've sold a few myself, and then on Reddit there's a Laserdisc subreddit for people who are interested in Laserdiscs and collecting Laserdiscs and trading Laserdiscs and so on and so forth. So we are out there as weirdos who like this ancient technology Laserdisc. We have more plastic grocery bags. Pull this out because the plastic grocery bag is taped to the box. So it's nice that they went overboard on packing these things, making sure they're not moving around. There's some cling film, some saran wrap. Saran wrap's like Q-tip, where it's a brand name, but at least where I come from, it's kind of the way we talk about it. Say saran wrap. All right, so let's start with this one. The first one I see is Raising Cain. So this is a Brian De Palma film. It had great taglines, and it's not on here, unfortunately. So I had some great copy for the advertising, like on the poster, it would say deranged I don't know, deranged D something De Palma. I thought that was pretty cool. It's not on this cover, but this cover is a split negative image. Did I point at the right one? No, I pointed at the wrong one. Negative image and a regular color image of John Lithgow. So John Lithgow stars in this. He plays a man, I don't think it's a spoiler, it has been a minute since I've seen it, who he is a child psychologist. He has a little girl, and his wife suspects that he's treating her kind of like an experiment. She's concerned with the way he treats him, but she's also cheating on him, which kind of sends him, when he finds out, he's sent into a rage. I'm sorry if I'm spoiling it. I don't mean to, but okay. So the copy here, I don't think I'm spoiling it. I think the advertising made it clear. The copy here says, when Jenny cheated on her husband, he didn't just leave, he split. So John Lithgow plays a man with split personalities. So he has a few personalities, and one of them is this kind of violent, jerk. And so that guy takes over. Cain, the guy's name is Cain. His personality is named Cain. Once he learns that his wife has been unfaithful, and things don't go well from there. But it's not quite horror. These are all, like I said, this is a thriller lot. But this is, it is pretty close to horror. John Lithgow is an actor who can be very goofy, like if you know him from Third Rock from the Sun or something. But he can put in a good turn, especially as a heel like this. So, he does a good job of being kind of the heavy, the scary bad guy here. Next we have Ruby, which seems like it would be more of a biopic, but it is really directed like a thriller. I think I mentioned this in one of my VHS videos, but Danny Aiello is in this one. It's directed by the guy who did The Long Good Friday. I think if I'm remembering the title correctly, but that's Bob Hoskins' movie where Bob Hoskins plays a gangster on the rise within his organization, and things are going south for him, and he gets into trouble and whatnot. That's a really good one. I haven't seen Ruby. I like Danny Aiello. He was amazing in Jacob's Ladder, a movie I talked about in one of my other videos. But I'm interested to check this one out. So it doesn't have a sleeve, it looks like, which is okay. Just don't want to be careful with it. I have sleeves handy, in fact. Let's grab one. So I forgot to mention that I have a different background, not because I'm changing things up, but because we're having some work done on the furnace, which is right next to me, which I've mentioned in other videos if you hear that high-pitched noise. So I had some work done in the furnace today. They didn't finish it. It's still all opened up over here. So I had to move this shelf. This is usually behind the TV. The TV's this way. Anyway, it'll be back to normal hopefully in my next video. But this is one of my shelves that has Laserdiscs down here, a couple of LPs. This is a binder of my ticket stubs from movies, some graphic novels, comics, and books, and then this is all PlayStation games. PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I have some Turbo Express games because I have a Turbo Express. I don't have the TurboGrafx 16, so I just have two. I have Keith Courage and Bonk's Adventure. So for those of you who are keeping track, I have those two. Next we have Dead Again. So Dead Again is a Kenneth Branagh film. So Kenneth Branagh directed this one. I really like his interpretation of Hercule Poirot, the Agatha Christie character, and he's done a few of those now, Death on the Nile, Murder on the Orient Express, and that other one, Death in Venice? Something like that, something around like that. But I've liked all those movies. He is a very competent director and a very serious actor. But this film that he directed, stars Emma Thompson, if I remember correctly. Yes, so Emma Thompson, and they play lovers in the past, but also in the present. They play two different characters. They each have dual roles. And the woman in the past was murdered, and they didn't find the murderer. And then Emma Thompson shows up at an orphanage, and she has amnesia, and she can't talk, and you know, they are soulmates, you know, through the ages type of thing. And they're the same actors playing two different roles, but they're drawn together. So yeah, that's Dead Again. So kind of a weird, not time travel thriller, but kind of messes with time and time frames thriller from a very competent director. So I haven't seen this one in a long time either. How Many Times Can You Die for Love? Dead Again. But these look like they're in great shape. So if it was just, you know, somebody who was looking to flip stuff, they found some good ones that are in good shape. So I will be putting these, listing these in my eBay store soon. I have a couple Laserdiscs up there now, so if you're interested, take a look. I will have the link in the description below. Feel free to click on that and see what I have available for purchase on eBay. But that is it for tonight. Thanks again for watching. If you want to like and subscribe, I'll appreciate that quite a bit. But I guess you'll see me the next time I post. Thanks a lot.